Here we go. Good morning. So stack of books. Hopefully you got that ready because we're going to jump right into some calf raises. If you don't want to use the stack of books, right, we can totally still just do our calf raises on the floor, or if they don't seem stable, or hold a weight with you if you want a little extra weight, but I'm going to go both calves at the same time. So when you're ready here, also if you want to put them next to a chair, something to hold on to, I'm going to stand on my books and get going here. Calf raises right off the bat here. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can even do this with letting my heels drop, trying to stay balanced. So join me with some calf raises. It's okay if you're taking a moment to get them, or just doing them on the floor again. A little bit of balance work here, not holding on to anything. And one more time, we're gonna need your weights, and then your bands connected anywhere really, but mid-level is good, belly button level. And maybe a mid-weight band. We're gonna do some chest flies and some rows later on. Let's get 5 more wherever you're at. Mine are starting to get a little burn going. 5 more. 3 for me. 2 and 1. Give those a little shake out or a quick little stretch. We're gonna do a beast step through. That's this one where we're in push-up position. I'm gonna sit back almost to like a child's pose. My knees aren't gonna touch the ground, and I'm gonna step one foot up and bring that hand off the floor. So from the front, it looks like this, right? Hands up in the air, step back, child's pose, step up with the other one, right? Foot comes up. From the side view again, child's pose, step up, hand comes off the floor there. Switching sides every time. Getting that breath going with it. And whatever pace makes sense for you. I just found a pace that kind of works with me right now. Feels good. Let's get 4 more wherever you're at. So 2 on each side there. And then we're gonna stay down in this position. 2, 3, and 4. When you're done with your 4, just going to the hands and knees position. Throw my jacket off. Beast kick throughs. Beast kick throughs. You know those ones, right? Just gonna hover our knees and kick that foot underneath. Whoop. Not touching anything. Once I get out there, join me when you feel good about those. Whatever pace feels good. We're just warming up. And these are our only 3 for the warm up. So right when we're done here, we're gonna stand back up, get some calf raises in again. Again, let's get 4 left, wherever you're at. 4 left. 2, 3, and 4.
What's the point of those?
Bringing it to the feet. To warm us up, get that shoulder mobility, right? Because our shoulders having to do a lot of this, right? Shoulders are having to hold our body weight. Quads are having to hold our body weight. Right now, we're just using it as a warm-up tool, but otherwise, it's a good mobility tool. Gets my shoulders all warm. I don't know if you feel it in your quads, but I definitely do. Up here in my hip flexors too. But mobility, I usually use them for mobility.
Okay.
Let's get on our books or on the floor. Hold the weight if you want. And let's do it. Calf raises. Big squeeze at the top. closer. Whoop. Trying to let those those heels dip down below your books if you're standing on some books. And again, let's get 5 left here. 4 for me. 3, 2, 1. Stepping off, give them a stretch for a moment. We're gonna go back to the step throughs. So stepping forward from that beast position. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Beast position to that child's pose, alternative. Stepping up, bring that same hand up in the air. Again, whatever pace feels good. Same as the beast kick throughs. This is mobility, but for our hips mainly. And overall, just a nice active way to warm up for the whole body. As we go through a few different positions here, right? We're almost to like a push-up position. So we're holding a plank for just a moment. So our core gets a little work. Shoulders, hips. Quads are starting to burn. I'm gonna go 4 more for here. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna take a rest on the hands and knees. All right, beast kick throughs from here. Beast kick throughs. Bit of whole body coordination too with these. All righty, hovering those knees in 3, 2, 1. Let's get them off the floor. Kick through, pull that arm in. So whatever hand stays on the floor, if you pay attention to that shoulder that's connected to that hand, you'll watch it go through a wide range of motion, right? It's holding your body weight up and it's rotating almost behind you and then back out to front of you. So it's stabilizing your body under pressure, under weight. Again, I love shoulder stability stuff. Had plenty of shoulder problems in my past. And I definitely have all this stuff, Turkish get-ups, overhead presses, all that stuff, credit for keeping them healthy since then. Okay, go a little quicker now and get 6 more, a little quicker. It's almost like a little dance, right? Kick, kick, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for me. Finish your 6, get a little break. Hopefully you're starting to breathe a little bit more. We're only doing 2 rounds through that, so we're done with it. There's your warm up. Nice work. We're gonna throw the calves in one more time, just so we get 3 of those. But otherwise, we're gonna move on here. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully you got that band connected. A medium weight one. We're also gonna use it possibly for some bicep curls, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that in a moment. Our first exercise though is gonna be an offset squat. We did these with Pete and I really liked them. So here's my offset squat, right? My feet are at about that position and squatting, right? My front leg is getting most of the most of the weight there, and I'm gonna switch every time. So switching my feet, keeping an eye on my feet so that I know right where they are, right? If you wanna hold your kettlebell or dumbbell between your legs or in goblet position, we can do that. But we're gonna do some offset squats first. And then I'm gonna bring you over here with me. Whoop. Let's see if I can show this well enough. Here's how I'm gonna do my bicep curl. If you're not gonna use, sorry, it's a little dark over there. Here's how I'm gonna do my bicep curl with my band. I'm gonna pull really far forward and then lean forward. Look how nice and flat my back is. And then bicep curls from there, right? These bands almost feel like they're helping my back not work as hard. So it looks like I'm in a kind of crazy position, but it doesn't feel that bad, okay? You can step further away, almost out of the camera there, and keep going if you need a little more tension. If not, let's just grab our weight, right? And use our weight to do some bicep curls, all right? There's two, and then number three, you can either, again, use your band, right? And do some rows. Some rows on your band, or we're gonna do an alternating switch on our dumbbell or kettlebell. And that looks like this. Got my kettlebell, I'm gonna switch at the top. So up and switch, up and switch. It gets a little airtime there for just a fraction of a second, but I'm switching at the top. It's kind of a fun little move if we wanna use our weight, okay? And there's our three. Offset squats, biceps, and rows, okay? Okie dokie, let's do it. Let's keep moving. Oh yeah, sorry, let's do our calf raises one more time. Like I said, we're gonna throw that in there for one more time, and then we'll go right to our squats. So calf raises, whatever version you're doing, let's do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Calf raises. Working the balance here. Big squeeze at the top. Trying to pull my heels towards the floor. Get a lot of range of motion with them. If we're using the floor, don't want to like rest on the floor for too long. Just want to tap it and go. Okay, last 5 for you. Last 5 for me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, getting a little burn going there. Slide the books out of here. Quick little stretch if you need it. Let's get ready for those offset squats. Again, I'm gonna switch every rep here. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on my feet and just make sure that I put them in the right place every time. Right place every time. A little bit of a personal preference with how far you put that foot back. Mine's just right behind the other heel, right? From the side view, that's what it looks like. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's do it. Squat, I'm gonna switch my feet and squat. My mats here they're in squares, so I'm able to kind of put my feet in the same spot every time. Kind of helps me be good about where I'm putting them. Loading that front leg up, especially, whichever one's out front. Here's my between leg version with my weight. Keep going with those. Take a look at you for your last 12 seconds here. So maybe not so far back with all of us. Want our feet to be a little closer together. 3, 2, 1. Nice, a little break there. Yeah, so if I was to run if I had a yardstick, right, and it went between my feet, right, went right here, I almost want to be able to touch it with my rear toes and my front heel, right? So they should be pretty darn close to running into the same plane if I put a yardstick between my feet. Okay, bicep curls, either with your weight or with your bands. Put you over here. Here we go. In 5, 4, here's my position. 3, 2, 1. Let's get bicep curls in. You can always use your weight if you got a dumbbell, kettlebell. Also, if you've got them up high, like I think I see Sylvia, we go here, right? Elbows high, pulling it to your forehead. This is a way to do it if they're up high. Got to keep those elbows pretty high here. Obviously, we want to make sure our bands are healthy bands. Can't have this ripping off and hit me in the face here. But that's the way to do it if we're using it up high. And depending on how strong your band is, right, you might need some breaks here, or you can keep going. We got 8 seconds though, just doing a minute straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Give it a rest. We're either flipping right around with that band, right, and gonna do some rows with your band. Again, you can do this up high if it needs to be, or we got our dumbbell, kettlebell, we're switching at the top every time. All right, I'm gonna do half and half. So I'll do a half for what some of you are doing, half for what the other half are doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're doing rows here, right? Whoop. Rows. Big squeeze in the rear. Keep that going. Here's my rows with a dumbbell or kettlebell. Up and switch. Keep going. I'm gonna take a peek for the last 15 seconds. Awesome. A lot of bands going. Nice squeezes. Nice, Allison. Yeah, a little pause there, Denise. Nice. 3, 2, 1. You got it. Awesome. So let's take a moment. If you needed to switch your bands at all, right? If you thought those bicep curls or the rows were too hard, too easy, let's take a moment while we're resting here. Switch them out. And then we're gonna go back to those offset squats. Alrighty, let's work our way back for those offset squats. Again, one more time, I'm gonna repeat myself. If you put a ruler behind that front foot, I want it to run into the front toes of your back foot, right? So it's not so far back. I'm not way back here, right? Doing my offset squats. It's nice and up front here. It's okay if it even like runs through the front of that back foot. So if this is the case, right, that's fine too, but they're offset just slightly. Let's do it, alternating every time. Again, keep my eyes on my feet so I can make sure that ruler hits those toes, hits my heel. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna come and take a peek pretty early here. Make sure we're getting it there. Should feel a little easier if you do it that way too. The farther I put that foot back, it feels more like a lunge, right? All right, let's see it. Nice, getting it a little better there. Awesome. Sylvia, still with that back foot, you can let it be a little closer in. It can be wide, right? We can go as wide as we want, but as far as distance forward and back. Yeah, there you go. Nice, creeping him up there. Cool. Awesome. Almost there, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, awesome. Got that one. Setting our weights down, going to our bands or our weight for bicep curls. I'm going to start by watching you here. Let's get those bands or the weight in our hands. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get started there. Bicep curls. Nice. Denise and Sylvia. Yeah, nice high elbows. The higher we try to go with those elbows, it'll put all that effort into our biceps. And then Allison, I want you to bend forward a little more, right? Trying to get nice flat back. Because we're up tall, it's a little less work. Yeah, nice. And then stagger those feet, or just how you got them is fine too. Nice, Dana. Nice, Peter. Yeah, Eric. Beautiful blue eyes there. "15 more seconds. Yeah, burn them up. Denise and Sylvia, you're probably feeling a little bit of shoulder work too, and that's okay. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Biceps, nice. Relax, give them a short break here. Going for the rows next. Again, you can use that same band if that makes sense for you, or your weights. Get it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, got a stagger stance here. Big squeezes back there. Might feel a little easier if we're using the same band that we did our biceps for. So go ahead and scoot back if you need to, or if you can. Big squeezes. Awesome. Good. Everybody looks great. Got nothing for you. Keep going. 15 more seconds here. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good. Get a little break. Right on. I'm happy that a lot of us have the bands with the material over the top of them. Let's see here. All right. Let's get all this one more time. Let's take about 25, 30 seconds more. Feel free to switch those bands out if you want to, need to. I'll show you something real quick, actually, that I tend to do. I leave a band, let's see, yeah, there's a black one in here with it that I can just connect to mine pretty darn quickly if I want to, right? So it's ready to go. It's already through my loop over there. I know it's kind of dark, but so I've got it ready to go if I want an extra band. And so instead of using like a heavy band and having to switch it out for a medium band, I could use 2 lighter bands and just have those 2 lighter ones in there already so that they add up to like a medium or heavy. Little trick. Let's do our offset squats though. Keep working on that foot placement. Having that ruler going between your feet, touching your toe and your heel. back toe, front heel. All right, let's get them. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's do it. Pete's got 2 weights, so he's framing that front leg, right? If I had 2 weights here, oop, that's really far back. Framing that front leg, messing my form up now. One weight just goes between your legs, or that goblet squat. Ten more seconds. Yeah, I really got to keep my eyes on my feet, or else I tend to throw that back foot pretty far back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You. Okie doke. Bicep curls. Whatever you've been doing, keep them feeling tough. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, that other way. And I think Sylvia and Denise are doing is this, right? High elbows, pulling it to the forehead. I think these feel a little tougher than the bent over version that I was just doing for the same band. Oh yeah. Little breaks as you need them. You got 12 seconds left. Get a few more in there. Get those guns. Oh yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Oh yeah. Rows. I'm gonna use my weight this round. Maybe get a heavier weight. Get set for those. Let's get going here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting that switch at the top. You can do this with a dumbbell or kettlebell. Again, just keep my eyes on my weight. Using that breath, whatever version you're doing, right? A little exhale when you pull those bands back. Inhale when it goes back out. Keep it going. One last look at you. Nice, Allison. I like the athletic stance. Soft bend in your knees. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get a nice big break, everybody. Good work. Flowing through that one. Keeping it moving.
Adam, thank you for that suggestion about keeping 2 bands on 1 loop. Those band packages some of us got have 2 handles. So 2 sets of handles.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's great. Right on. Yeah, mine's got 1 set of handles, so it makes it way quicker for me to just carabiner it onto the handle with the other one. But that's awesome. If you got, multiple handles. Also, I'll show you one more thing in a little bit. Actually, I'll just do it now while we're resting. Here's one more tip that both Pete and I do fairly often, which is this is one band, my red one. I can put my handle once through that one and then do it again through that one. And now I can, which one is it? This one. I can use it as if it was one, it's one band, one handle, if that makes sense. So we do this with TRX straps, but now I can do whatever I want using that. So if we're gonna do one arm stuff, right? Totally safe. You just put it through itself twice, right? And then undo it the same way. So once, twice, now it's connected, right? It's all together. So that's a way that you can also add them onto it. If you have multiple handles and you want to throw that one onto the other one with it, or make one band into a one arm row or a press, whatever we're going to do with it. Another little trick there. Okay. Speaking of that band, flies. Flies are next. Bring you back over here. I'm going to stick with the red one that I've got on here, but I'm going to step just face away from it now, right? So here's my positioning, right? I'll probably stagger my stance and then nice flies. If I could face you, my couch is in the way, but here's my fly from my low angle. It's okay if yours, again, is up from high, right? If yours is up at the location up there, then we're kind of pulled down against those, right? If yours is up in the top of your door jamb, down. But mine is low, so I'm gonna go straight across there. Chest flies, okay? There's our first one. You can see my elbows, they're slightly bent, right? I don't have a straight arm, but slightly bent. That's gonna be our first move. We can always switch our bands out, make it a little easier. The second one, I want you to disappear out of your camera. I wanna do walking lunges, okay? Walking lunges. So if you got more room going down your hall that way, then I want you to lunge, either body weight or take a weight with you, but disappear from the camera. Just stay within earshot so I can tell you when we're almost out of time. Walking lunges, okay? If that feels a little easy for you, you can take a weight with you and just carry it like a briefcase for half and half. Or here's one more for you if you want to carry a weight. You can zigzag through your legs. So lunge through the leg to the other hand, lunge through your legs to the other hand, right? So if you want to bring a weight, if not, body weight lunges, just cruising through your house, through your apartment, walking lunges, okay? And then last one, going heavy on the legs this morning, hamstring walkouts. I'm gonna probably do mostly no weight, hips up high, a lot of little steps out there to wherever I feel like my limit is, and then bringing them back, okay? And then again, I'm gonna try and keep my pace kind of quick on these so that I can get a bunch of reps in, right? Not really resting at any point, just walking the whole time. All right, there is our 3. Chest flies, walking lunges, hamstring walkouts. Let's do those chest flies. I'm gonna take a peek pretty early. Make sure we're all got it. Okay, so we should be faced away from our band. Arms are kind of behind you, slightly bent elbows. And let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chest flies. If it doesn't feel like they're equal, pulling equal on your hands, take that tension off, readjust it so that there's the equal amount of band on both hands, and then right back out front, give it another try. All right, let me see you. Keep it going. Nice. Yeah, so Denise, yours and Sylvia going down towards the floor, like 45 degrees towards the floor. Want you to be like directly away from wherever that band is located. Exactly, nice, Denise, perfect. And then same for you, Sylvia, kind of going downwards.
Mine is low.
Where's yours at? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, well, yours is, it starts up high though, right?
No, it's low. I have
Keep
one
going, everybody, I
that's-
got you on time. Oh, it's low, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. 4,
No, it's
3, 2, 1. Sorry, Sylvia, I thought it was high. I got you though. Yeah, perfect then. Yeah, up high
Where
for
do
you.
feel
Right
these?
on.
Where should I feel
Cool.
these?
Walking lunges.
Adam, where should I feel these?
So you got weights.
Yeah.
Allison, so you've got weights. So if I were you, sorry, I should have realized that before we were going. If you've got dumbbells, maybe for anybody at home, and Eric, if you don't have some bands, then we'll be on the floor, right? We're trying to work on our chest muscles. That's what a fly is for. It's for our pec. But I saw you doing reverse flies. That's awesome too. Gotcha.
The bands are too hard.
Got it. Yeah, we'll lay on the floor for the next round.
Okay.
Okay. Walking lunges, my friends. Walking lunges. Cruise around your place. Just stay within earshot. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cruising around. Walking lunges, looking for those 90-degree bends in your knees.
Bye.
Eric, if you want to do deadlifts or another version of a squat using your weights, you know, the lunges aren't your fave. You're halfway if you've been carrying a weight in one hand. Just cruising around. Always stepping forward onto that front foot with these walking lunges. You're almost there. Bring it on back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give your legs a break. Awesome. Okay, let's keep it moving now. We're bringing it to the floor. Hamstring walkouts. All the way down on our back. We're going to do a hip thrust first with those feet right underneath your knees, and then walking them out as far as you're comfortable with, keeping our glutes off the floor, and then bringing it back. Lots of steps, at least 6, let's say. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, hips up, 2, 1, walking it out. Many little steps. Yeah, I got about 8 there to get out to my longest position. Might be a few less steps for you if we're not going all the way out, fully extended. But again, I'm keeping my pace up kind of, so steps are pretty frequent. Step, 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 step. That's how quick my feet are. Almost there. Let's finish the one you're on. Bring it on back to those hips up high. 3, 2, and 1. Let it all rest. Good. All right, let's take a moment. If you want to grab a sip, anything like that, we're going to restart with those chest flies. Again, if we have weights, we're going to be on the floor on our backs. If we got bands, we just want to go directly away from their anchor point. I believe we did a single arm fly with Pete, maybe last week or the week before. I do think those work your chest a little better, just because when we do a single arm and we go like sideways to it, right? We're pulling and that chest muscle has to work the whole time. Whereas when we do the ones we're doing right now, our chest gets a little break when we get out to the front area here. Not as much with the chest is going on, right? This chest muscle gets extended when our arm is out to the side. So it's working mainly for this first portion of it If you're on the floor, same thing. It works when our arms are closest to the floor, and then as we get more up directly away from gravity, all that weight comes off of our chest muscles. Okay, bands or weights on the floor. Chest flies, we're doing both hands though today. Still good work. Still good work for the chest. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Directly away from where your bands are anchored. Take a look real quick. Yeah. Nice, Allison. It's perfect. Same for you, Dana. Nice, nice bent elbows. And if that feels easy, you can try and extend those elbows just a millimeter or two. Oh yeah, Sylvia, that looks like a tough band.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for those of us that can't see Sylvia, it's totally okay if our band is really tough for our next fly. If we want to do press instead, we're still getting good work for those chest muscles, right? But it's another way to make it. This is easier than doing a chest fly, right? We're incorporating more muscles doing a press than we are doing a chest fly. So still a good way to get some chest work if it becomes too hard at any point and you don't want to switch your band. Okay, we're walking around. Let's get our lunges in. Maybe that be there. Let's do it. Walking lunges. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for a walk. Keep cruising around. It's gonna take a look at you when you walk by your camera. Past halfway if we're carrying a weight at all. Nice. It's the one time when I want to see some empty cameras. 10 more seconds. Get a few more in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Give them a little shake out. Give them a break. Ending on that side you didn't start with, if you know. Okay. Let's walk it out one more time. All right, hamstring walkouts on our backs. All right. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. Hips are up, walking it out. Here we go. Again, nice quick steps here. Step, 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 step. That's my cadence. Every time I get back to my heels right underneath my butt, trying to make sure my hips are really high in the air. Make those glutes get a quick little bit of work there. "15 seconds left. Starting to feel pretty warm back there, a little tired. Maybe not walk out as far. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give them a break. Nice. How are we looking with time? All right, 10 minutes left. Let's try and get through that one more time. That was our second time through, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get a third time in. Make any adjustments to that band that we need. Again, if you want to stay with the heavier band, or if maybe it's the lightest version you got, just changing it over to a chest press instead of a chest fly at any point. Alrighty. Let's get it set. Directly away from that anchor point, slightly bent elbows. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Also, you can see my feet are staggered, right? If we're standing, got a nice staggered stance. I'm not having to balance with my feet together. And then just as far back as you're comfortable with, doesn't have to go way behind you. Hands can go about equal with your body, and then right back out front. Keep going. One last look at you. Nice. Perfect, perfect. Everybody looks great. Yeah. I like seeing Mr. Fuller need breaks. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Cool. Hopefully we feel a little bit of soreness up here, right? Up in our pecs next to our shoulder. Ooh, yeah. A little growth there. Okay. Let's lunge around one more time. Some walking lunges. If you feel like adding a little difficulty to it, once you get a certain direction, you could do reverse lunges, right? So stepping backwards and pushing back to that foot. They're a bit harder because we got to give a big push to get back to that other foot, right? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join me. Oops. Walking around. Looking for those 90-degree bends in your legs, right? Here's my 90-degree bend. Halfway, if you've got any kind of weight. Feeling those quads for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give them a break, a little shake. All right. Hamstring walkouts, finishing it up here. If you feel like changing it up, or you can always do those RDLs, right? RDLs are my preferred hamstring exercise, single leg or double leg. I like them both equally, and they both work your hamstrings about equally. So I'm gonna go for that walkout one more time. All right, let's do it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hips up, 1, let's walk it out. It's nice to switch it up. Muscle confusion, we sometimes call it, right? If we always do bench press, right? For our chest muscles and our triceps, they get used to it. They get used to doing the same thing all the time. It's like if you go for a 1 mile run all the time, right? If you were to try to run a mile up a hill, you're probably going to be sore after that. It's going to feel way tough, but your fitness is going to improve by switching it up. There we go. So even though I love RDLs and I think they do the most for our hamstrings, switching it up will get more improvement that way. Last 10 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Relax. Nice. All righty, folks. Take a moment. We're going to stretch out. Give our legs some stretch. All this doggy hair off my feet. Okay. When you're ready, I'm going to go through kind of a similar stretch that I think I took you through on, was it Friday, I think. So I'm going to do a really long hip flexor stretch, right? Normally I'd be here, right? But I'm going to let that foot go out a few more steps. Really push down into the hip flexor, trying to round them underneath, right? And once you feel good with that, you're going to stay in this exact same position, but lengthen this front leg out, right? And then pull that toe up towards your face. Should feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg. You can even lean forward or reach forward if you want. And then let's go back to that hip flexor stretch. And then again, gonna do one of those, forgetting what it's called. Pete could help me. This, just switching the knees out, right? Shin box, there it is. Thanks, Pete. But another hip flexor stretch. Same idea as the shin box anyway. Opening those hips up, getting that range of motion. And then again, once you've done a bit of pushing for that hip flexor, you're gonna lengthen that front leg out. Maybe reach for that toe, maybe just put your hand on your knee or your shin. Hamstring stretch. Gonna do it again. Using my hands in the middle here, right? Putting my hands on the floor. Whoop. Switch. Giving the hip flexor some love, and now switching to the hamstring. You can always keep that toe pointed towards the floor too, right? If I keep that toe pointed towards the floor, it allows me to bend forward a little bit more. You might feel it in a different spot in your hamstring. Okay, and then again, hands on the floor, little shin box motion, going to the other side. Get my hip flexor for just a moment, but I'm gonna focus back on that hamstring again one more time. We're just hitting 10 a.m. by the way. I'm gonna go over by just a couple minutes. If you gotta be somewhere, thanks for joining us. Okay, final stretch here. Let's get a glute stretch. So tucking that foot underneath. Now we're here, right? Getting our pigeon on. And I'm gonna not hold these for a super long time. I'm gonna do my shin box over to the other one. 3, 2, 1, doing a shin box over to the other side. Searching around for anything that needs it. And then when you're ready again, gonna shin box over to the first side. This side actually needs it for me. So I'm gonna spend less time on this side here and go back to that one shortly. And I'm switching again. Last stretch here. Okie dokie. If you wanted to, you could add a quad stretch in. But we're gonna get our day started. Again, quad stretch is this one, right? If you want it. But thanks for joining us. Nice work. Nice
Thank
work, nice work. You guys are
Thank
crushing it.
you.
Love that we all got some bands. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you.
My legs are gonna be shot.
Welcome.
Have a good one.
Hey, Mo,
Good.
where have Stuart and Julie been?